Now, let us begin our class with Brahmanad. Om. Om. Shanti. 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 Swastha. Good morning, children. In today's class, we will discuss the lesson After 20 Years by O. Henry. The real name of O. Henry is William Sidney Porter. He was born in 1862 and passed away in 1910. He was an American writer. His short stories throw light on wit, wordplay, verb, characterization, and surprise. If you are asked, why is the lesson titled After 20 Years? You may think many things, but let me tell you that the lesson is titled After 20 Years because a commitment was made between two friends that wherever they would be, they would come and meet each other at the same place where they had departed after 20 years. That is the reason why the lesson is named After 20 Years. Now, my first question is, do you value personal relationship? Definitely, you will answer me, yes, I value personal relationship. Yes, we give importance to our personal relationship. My second question, what will you prefer? If personal relationship comes in the way of your duty? Answer may be of two different ways. If personal relationship comes in the way of my duty, I will give importance to my duty. Or you may also answer to me, if personal relationship comes in the way of my duty, I will give importance to my relationship, to my personal relationship. But what do we find? We find those who are honest, those who are noble persons, they give importance to their duty if personal relationship comes in the way of their duty. Here in this lesson, the narrator O. Henry narrates the story to show devotion to duty. Devotion to duty trumps means wins over personal relationship. Actually, this is the real message of this lesson. And what message does the writer O. Henry want to give through this story after 20 years? The message that the writer O. Henry wants to give to the readers through the story after 20 years is that devotion to duty trumps over personal relationship. Here the story depicts means expresses in words the irony. Irony means what? The word, the literary word, which is completely opposite to the real meaning. It is opposite. Irony means what? Opposite to the real meaning. Here, the meaning is written here. Irony means the expression of one's meaning by using language that normally signifies the opposite or typical for humorous, full of fun or emphatic effect. And pathos of life. And what does pathos mean? Pathos means feeling of pity or feeling of sadness of life in a subtle. Subtle means delicate. S-U-B-T-L-E. Subtle means what? Delicate and dramatic manner. So what have you understood? Here or in this story, the narrator, O. Henry, wants to give the message to the readers that devotion to duty trumps over the personal relationship. At the same time, the narrator, O. Henry, in this story wants to depict the irony and pathos of life in a subtle and dramatic manner. Now, let us go through in detail the text. The policeman on the beat moved off the quiet road smartly. Here, on the duty means on the patrolling duty. The policeman was on his patrolling duty. And while he was doing his patrolling duty, he was walking on the empty road smartly. The policeman on the beat. On the beat means on the patrolling duty moved off the quiet road smartly. His smartness was habitual. The policemen or people who are in this profession or in the profession of police service must be very smart. Otherwise, they will be cheated. They will not be able to capture the thieves, the terrorists, and the people who are involved in unparliamentary activities. So his smartness was habitual and it was not for show. There are people, they want to show that what they are not, they want to show that they are. But he was not so. The policeman was not so. He was not showing. He did not have that showing nature. His smartness was habitual and not for show. For spectators were few. Spectators means what? Onlookers. Onlookers were very few in number. The time was only 10 o'clock at night. While the policeman was on the beat, it was 10 p.m. or it was 10 o'clock at night. But the locality was one that kept early hours. What does this idiom mean? Kept early hours. Kept early hours means went back home early in the night. Remember, kept early hours. It means went back home early in the night. That was the reason the policeman could see only a few people on the road, as most of the people had already gone to their homes. But the locality was one that kept early hours and chilly winds. Chilly winds means what? Cool breeze was blowing. At the same time, it was also drizzling. And a drizzle had almost de-peopled the streets. De-peopled means emptied of people. The reasons were also given why there were only a few people could be seen on the road. The reasons were that cool breeze was blowing. At the same time, it was drizzling. That was the reason why a few people could be seen on the duty while the police officer was on the beat or was on his patrolling duty. While the police officer was doing his patrolling duty, he was examining, he was inspecting closed doors as he went along the road. He was examining whether the doors were shut or not, whether the doors were locked or not, examining closed doors as he went, making various interesting and playful movements with his small sticks. He was making interesting and playful movements with his small stick. See, he was enjoying the duty, though the atmosphere was not favorable. The police officer was enjoying his duty. See, take for example, the teachers, if they enjoy while teaching, they can teach perfectly to the students. They can give their best to the students. Similarly, if the students, while learning, if they learn with interest, they can learn a lot of things. So, while doing our duty, we should enjoy it. If we enjoy our duty, there won't be any problem. We can give our best in our duty. See, the weather was not at all favorable, but he was enjoying his duty while patrolling, while he was on his patrolling duty. What was he doing? He was making various interesting sounds and playful movements with his small stick. You know, baton. The police officers carry batons in their hands. That small stick is known as baton. B-A-T-O-N. Baton means what? Small stick. He was moving playfully his baton while doing his patrolling duty. He was making various interesting and playful movements with his small stick. The officer, here the officer refers to the police officer, with his stalwart means well-built or sturdy, S-T-U-R-D-Y, body. The officer with his stalwart figure and smart movements made a fine picture of the guardian of the law. It seemed his well-built figure and playful movements and making various interesting movements with his small stick seemed as if he was the guardian of the law. He could see a few lights coming from a cigar store. Cigar means cigarette store. While he was examining the closed doors, many lights were already put off, but some lights were coming. He could see the light coming from a cigar store. Cigar store means cigarette store. An all-night hotel. Light was also coming from an all-night hotel. A hotel that was open throughout the night is known as an all-night hotel. So while moving on that empty road, he could see few lights were coming from a cigar store, an all-night hotel, and one or two tailoring shops. Only a few shops were open. That was a cigar store, an all-night hotel, and one or two tailoring shops. But soon they were going to shut down their shops. Completing the day's work, the majority of the houses were business places. The majority of the houses of that locality were business places. that had long since been closed. Now and then. Now and then means frequently. Now and then. What did I tell you? Now and then means frequently. He would suddenly turn about. Turn about means change the direction. Now and then he would suddenly turn about and chart his and cast. C-A-S-T. Cast means throw. C-A-S-T. Cast means throw. T-H-R-O-W. Cast, cast, cast. And the past tense of throw is threw. And past participle form of throw is thrown, throw, threw, thrown. But the past tense of cast is cast. And past participle form of cast is also cast. So cast can be used in V1, in V2 as well as in V3. And cast is vigilant. Vigilant means what? Vigilant means watchful eye along that peaceful road. At the same time, he was thinking of what his boss had said in the morning. He had been said by his authority, by his boss in the morning. And he was thinking what he was said by his boss in the morning while he was doing his patrolling duty on an empty road. He was thinking of what the boss had said in the morning. And what had his boss said to him? The boss had said to him about an unparliamentary person, or we can say a smuggler. The police officer had been informed by his boss in that morning about a smuggler. And what did the boss of the police officer said to him in the morning? He had given some information about a smuggler in the morning. He had said, that means the boss had said to the police officer that the smuggler had pale face. Pale face. Pale means light color, especially due to sickness or due to some other reason, losing brightness. Pale figure. Square jaws. Square jaws. That smuggler had pale face, square jaws, and deep dark eyes. Deep dark eyes. These were the information given to the police officer by his boss about the smuggler. So what was the police officer said by his boss? His boss had said to him that the smuggler had pale face, square jaws, deep and dark eyes, and at the same time he had white scar near the right eyebrow. This is the eyebrow, and there was a little scar. Scar means mark, M-A-R-K, mark. There was a little white mark just above his right eyebrow. A little white scar near the right eyebrow. So this was the information about the smuggler given to the police officer by his boss. So when he was doing his patrolling duty, he was thinking what he was said about his boss. As a part of the police organization, as a part he was a part of the police department, as he was a police officer. As a part of police organization, he felt a little ashamed. Why did he feel a little ashamed? He felt little ashamed because the name of that smuggler was not known to the police department. What was known to the police department about that smuggler? It was known that the smuggler had pale face, square jaws, deep dark eyes, and a white scar near his right eyebrow. This much information was only known about the smuggler to the police department, but the name of the smuggler was not known to the police department. That was the reason why the police officer was ashamed of it. He felt a little ashamed that the name of the notorious criminal, yes, smugglers are notorious criminals, notorious criminal, was still unknown. The name of that notorious criminal was not known, and that he was still at large, and that he was still at large. At large means liberty. At large means liberty. He was moving freely. He was not able to be captured or caught by the police organization. Printing counterfeit notes. Here counterfeit means illegal or fake. So he was involved in printing counterfeit notes. That notorious criminal was involved in printing counterfeit notes. Printing counterfeit notes was a serious affair. He knew, and the criminal must be caught. By hook or by crook, that criminal must be kept. It was known to that police officer. He took out his pocketbook. Thereafter, what did the police officer do? He was doing his patrolling duty. While doing his patrolling duty, he was thinking about that smuggler, or we can say criminal. Then he took out a pocketbook from his pocket. He took out his pocketbook. And where did he take out his pocketbook? He took out his pocketbook under a lamp post. After taking out the pocketbook under a lamp post, he looked at the $5 note. He had carried a $5 note in his pocket. To confirm himself whether it was a fake or real note, he examined that $5 note. And at the same time, he looked at the reconstructed photograph. Reconstructed photograph means picture of a person drawn. Drawn in the past participle form of drawn by experts, basing on the reports about his or her face. Remember, reconstructed photograph. What does it mean? Reconstructed photograph means a picture of a person drawn by experts, basing on the reports about his or her face. So, under the lamp post, what did he do? He took out his pocketbook and saw the reconstructed photograph. That means the picture of the criminal drawn by experts, basing on the reports about his or her face. At the same time, he examined that $5 note, whether it was the genuine or fake note. He became thoughtful. Thereafter, the police officer became thoughtful. He thought, Chicago. He was residing in New York. The police officer was residing in New York, and he was also posted in New York. And Chicago is far away from New York. Chicago, 1,000 miles away. What chance, what possibility is there for me to catch that notorious criminal, that smuggler? Because he is posted, he is residing and he is also posted in New York. But the criminal was residing in Chicago, which was thousands of miles away from New York. 1,000 miles away. What possibility, what chance is there? Then he said to himself, when I say to myself, I think. He said to himself, he thought, never mind, my boy. He started giving consolation to him. He started consoling himself by saying, you have been a dutiful one. You have been a dutiful one. You are doing your duty sincerely. But you have not been awarded by the police organization, by the police department. You have been a dutiful one. These last 18 years, he had been in this department for last 18 years. Never so, he said to himself, never mind, my boy. See, he addressed to himself, my boy. He preferred to be called as a boy. So he said, never mind, my boy. You have been a dutiful one these last 18 years. And luck, your destiny owes or debts. Your luck owes or debts you a debt. See, your luck owes a debt. You have been not awarded. So your luck dues or your luck owes a debt. And if you are able to catch that notorious criminal, then you will definitely be awarded by the police department or by the police organization for your sincerity. Now, let me ask you two questions. My first question is, how was the police officer doing his duty on an empty road? My second question, what did he do when he stopped under a lamp post? Clear? And I want you to answer these questions of mine. Thank you. And we will proceed to the remaining part of Unit 1. This is Unit 1 of after 20 years. Thank you.